Turning now to Hong Kong, where angry young protesters turned destructive, smashing their way into the country's legislature after weeks of mounting frustration over a controversial extradition bill with China. CBN Asia correspondent Lucille Toulousan reports from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong riot police launched tear gas at hardcore protesters after they violently stormed into the Legislative Council building. A dramatic ending to what would have been a peaceful celebration of the 22nd anniversary of the handover of Hong Kong to mainland China. In 1997, China agreed to a one-country, two-systems arrangement, granting Hong Kong its own economic and legal system for 50 years. But in recent years, Hong Kong residents see Beijing increasingly imposing its sovereignty over Hong Kong, most recently in a controversial extradition bill giving China the right to take people accused of crimes from Hong Kong to the mainland. Monday's traditional March for Democracy turned into a march of protest against the bill. Hundreds of thousands took to the streets shouting for the complete withdrawal of the bill and the resignation of Chief Executive Carrie Lam.
I would say that under the hardline suppression of President Xi, people around the world might have hesitation and might try to keep silence. But we will not step backward until the day we have democracy.
Protesters charged that Beijing is not keeping its part of the agreement, allowing Hong Kong to keep elements of independence.
They still have 28 years to go before that agreement ends, but they can already see and experience suppression from Beijing. And that is why we can see how angry they are. They are determined to fight for the rights that they can still enjoy in the remaining 28 years.
Many Christians are joining the protests, gathering to worship and pray before marching in the streets.
We can encourage certain Christians come out. Our purpose is to pray for Hong Kong. And one day, the police shout against the demonstrator, ask your Jesus to come down. But we told them, Jesus is here. So I think it is a good witness.
Pastor Yun asks for more prayers, especially in the aftermath of the chaos that has now put Hong Kong in a more volatile political situation. Lucille Toulousan, CBN News,